Hello, this is Thomas Johnson, also known as Vodford and Crusader Tim, sorry. And this is a prop paddy guide. And the funny thing is, this is coming straight after me showing you my intro video. And literally, I've just gone and got some mods like this thing. I just like it, and recount one of the most important ones I like. And today is the prop paddy guide, as I've just told you. And let's check the talents. First things first, you're getting prot pally, of course, or else you're not prot pally. You'll get Avenger Shield, your bread and butter for this spec. Don't worry, it's easy to use. Shield of Righteousness, your jam, if you like jam, of course. This spell is your holy power eater. It pretty much just a placeholder for your. Well, depends really. If you have lots of vengeance, it's your favourite move. If you have no vengeance, it's your enemy at times. And judgment, of course. Everyone knows what judgment is, especially if you're paddy, because it's in all specs. As seen by, well, it only shows these two. You also get judgment and holy. Let's get to the talent, shall we? Okay, speed of light increases your movement speed by 70% for 8 seconds. I've gone that one just to get to the mobs. Long arm of the law says a successful judgment increases your movement speed by 45% for 3 seconds. Don't like it. Pursuit of Justice is the one I hate the most. You gain 15% movement speed at all time, plus an additional 5% movement speed for each current charge of holy power up to 3. It's not useful at all. Okay, that was the speed. This is the stun. I've gone for that one. None of them actually matter. Pick what you want. And I'll tell you anyway. Stun the target for 6 seconds. Replace Hammer of Wrath. Sorry, with Hammer of Justice. Repentance. Put the enemy target into a state of meditation. You read that word. Then for up to 1 minute, any damage from the source other than the sensor will awake the target. Usable against demons, dragonkin, giants, humanoid, and undead. And burden of guilt. Your judgment fills the target. Fills the target with doubt and remorse, reducing movement speed by 50% for 12 seconds. This is the I will keep myself alive no matter what. Selfless Healer. Your successful judgment reduces your cast time of your next flashlight by 35% per stack and improves its effectiveness by 20% per stack when used up to heal. Stacks up to 3 times. Eternal Flame, I like it because it just helps me over time. I'm a stamina tank. I'm a dodge parry mastery tank. Could use up to 3 holy power to replace a protective holy flame on the friendly target, and which heals them for 10,000 and additional 1,000 every 2.7 seconds for 29 seconds. Heals increase per charge holy, and the heal time increased by 200% if used on the pally. Replaces Word of Glory. Word of Glory is only needed if you don't want Eternal Flame and you want Sacrifice Shield, and we're going on to that now. Sacrifice Shield, the shield that people love. Protects the target with a shield of holy light for 32 seconds. The shield absorbs up to 11,986 damage every 5.41 seconds. Can be activated only in the target at a time. I've gone for this one because personal choice. You can go. This one's more useful for most people. Sacrifice Shield. Okay, up to the hands. Really, it doesn't really matter what you pick at times, but I've gone for this one. When you Divine Shield, Divine Protection, or lay on the hands on cooldown, spending holy power will reduce the remaining cooldown by 1% per holy power was spent, up to a maximum of 50% reduction. Pretty much twice for each holy power. And, well, there's another holy hand. There's another hand. Doesn't really matter. This is your burst tree. And really, they all come to very close damage, in fact, as a prop pally. But at times they're more situational. Like this one's better over fight. I have no idea about this one. I haven't used it yet. And Holy Avenger, the start of the fight or the burst time. This is the reason why I picked this one. Is pretty much it's putting me onto God powers for 18 seconds. And a move that generates 1 holy power will generate 3 instead. Therefore 3 Shield of the Righteousness, and increases and 30% additional damage. And these all come in handy at times though. This one, AoE. Just really that worth it, even though this is better. I picked this one for personal choice. Just do. Okay, because I like damage over time instead of burst. Okay, 90. Holy Prism. Sends a beam of light towards a target, turning them into a prism for holy energy. If an energy is the prism, it'll take 30k holy damage and radiate 20k healing to 5 nearby allies within 15 yards. And if the allies are prism, they are healed for 30k and radiate 20k holy damage to 5 nearby enemies within 15 yards. Hurls a light hammer. Hurls a light-infused hammer into the ground, where it will blast a 10-yard area with aching light for 10 seconds. 10 yards area of aching light for 14 seconds. Aching light deals 6k holy damage to enemies and reduces their movement speed by 50% for 2 seconds, and heals the allies for 6k every 2 seconds. And execution sentence, the one I don't like this much because it's more of a single target. A hammer slowly falls from the sky, causing 72 holy damage over 10 seconds. This damage is dealt slowly at first and increases over time, accumulating in final burst of damage. Stay of execution. If used on a friendly target, the falling hammer of the target for 72k healing over 10 seconds. This heal is dealt slowly at first and increases over time, accumulating the final burst of healing. I've gone for this one for AoE, as I told you. Now for the glyphs, really, these two I recommend, and this one I don't really I say no to it because my server is that bad that they don't give a blaster shield. This is one I recommend for everyone. Your successful blocks increase the damage of your next shield of righteousness by 20%, stacks up to 3 times. If only they had it on my server. Another one that you could have is, what was it? Final Wrath. Your Holy Wrath does an additional 50% damage to targets less than 20% health. Just for the end of the boss when you're getting tired of low damage and whatnot. That's really it. For these ones, doesn't really matter what you pick, even though this is cool. That is epic. No, yeah, that means it's more of a single target. I like AoE more. And depicts 4 wings. 4 wings. Okay, gemming and enchanting. Really, these don't matter. For your gemming, you want parry and stamina. For what I'm going, well, really, you want parry. This is the order. Parry, stamina, block and mastery is first. Then you want stamina second, and expertise and hit as the last ones because, well, it depends. If you're going for more of a threat tank, then that has to swap around completely. And for really just for reforging and, well, usual enchanting, I go for mastery, parry, dodge, block, whatnot. Well, that's really it. Now it's time for the rotation. For single target rotation, you want to start with what was it called again? Reckoning, then Crusader Strike, and then you want to start with Judgment, Shield of the Righteousness, Crusader Strike, Holy Wrath, Judgment, Crusader Strike, and then you wait until one of these come up. Then you might want to put Reckoning just in case someone's stuck in the echo. Then Shield of the Righteousness, whatever one that came up, Shield of the Righteousness again. And if every time this comes up, use it when it's like that. Okay, and you want to have this for single target. For multi-target, you want Shield of Righteousness, as I'll show you now. For the start, you have to start with Consecration. I picked this then. Then you want to use Hammer of the Righteousness. Always use Judgment. Holy Wrath, this, and I'm pulling off 17k. That's not that good per se, and it's pretty much just like this for the entire fight. And I'll quickly show you the burst AoE because this is my favorite part of the spec. Ready? a lot more damage, especially when you're in a raid finder. I usually hit 250k damage per second. Well, that's really it. Nothing else. I just got my warlock back from my brother. He finally gave it back to me. And well, this is really the end of the video. So thank you for watching. This has been a great video, and I hope you've been a great audience. Hope you all have a nice day, and well, become a better Paddy. Thank you. Goodbye.